Hey guys, welcome to Real Life Topics. Happy Thursday. Good evening. Nevertheless, our topic for today is, of course, men versus women, the blame game. Because women and men is always blaming each other for the downfalls of us not just working out in relationships, period. So we wanted to talk about how everybody is just pointing the finger and blame gaming and just doing the most when it comes to that. But good evening, guys. Welcome to Real Life Topics once again. Chime on in, and of course, this is real life. We always late for something. Blah blah blah. This is real life. At least we on here talking about it, like we said we was. Men versus women. The blame game. Who is to blame? Who is to blame? Is it the woman or is it the man? Who is to blame? Who is to blame? The woman or the man? We always point the finger. Always blaming. Always you be talking about it's me, and we just I think men and women in 2024 is the most at odds, the most at making complaints and everything. Just totally. Hey, co-host Miss Carmisha.
Y'all met here working tonight, so I'm in my car. Multitasking,
Real
real life.
life, real life. I mean, hey, it's just real life. Why do I got this? Real life. So, welcome to Real Life Topic, guys. Who's to blame? Men or women?
Women
Okay.
lie, men lie, numbers don't lie. Okay.
Ah, well, you know, women lie too now. Don't do that.
I
Don't
said
do that.
women lie, men lie. I said numbers don't lie. I didn't say nothing about women
Oh,
don't.
well, numbers don't lie, because I'm sure numbers don't lie. And we actually should have been able to pull that up. We next time we're gonna need us a little draw board and a percentage of the have some receipts. Have some receipts on who to blame for men
You know
versus
what? I
women.
wish I
Okay.
can. Okay, so where do you want to start at? Because I got a lot of different aspects to pull
Well,
from. Where we
okay.
starting at
Well, I'm
tonight?
gonna ask you this: why do you think we all at kind of more at odds anyway? You know, like relationship wise, or even just dating and stuff. You know, like why is it a problem?
I,
Why is it a problem? Why are we
I,
all not just getting along with all that type of stuff?
to
You
be
know.
honest with you, I feel like the biggest thing is accountability. A lot of people don't feel like there's nothing wrong with them. You know what I'm saying? Instead of taking a look at yourself, it's easier to blame someone else.
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah.
right? Okay. And then, by nature, how women feel about things and men feel about things. So I think it's also a misunderstanding of the reality of it is men or women, we're not the same in our beings and the way we handle things. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
They
Yeah, we're not the same. I mean,
Women are more
yeah,
emotional, men are more logical. You know what I mean?
there's
So
some
we're more
men out here
emotional
that's pretty
driven.
pretty emotional nowadays. Now,
I
it's, you
mean,
know.
nowadays, but by nature, we're talking about the general
But that's the
man.
right, the normal way of things.
Right, right. Men are more logical in their being. Now we do have men that live in their emotional state of being. That don't mean that they're not logical creatures. They just, how they were programmed, or like you say, we got the single parent households where a lot of men is being raised by women. So you are what be around most of the time. We are creatures of habit. So if you're around a lot of women, a lot of the times you have an emotional being about yourself. You know what I mean? And what they already say, the roles have reversed. So don't get me started. Like I just said, I was speaking about earlier. I've been in relationships with the men in my life have been jealous of me because they feel like I move better than them, or maybe they feel like I don't need them. I don't know what it is, but baby, let me tell you. Now, the subject matter that I was talking to you about, how they were saying women with high body counts are more likely to be divorced.
Hmm.
They're more likely to not be able to bond with their partners because of, I guess, the expectations of the sex that they have got from other people. Now my question with that is, I mean, in my opinion, because I don't know the facts, I ain't look at the statistics.
Hey, Asia. Hey, Romy. What's up, Chaz? Welcome to
I,
Real Life Topic.
I didn't look at the
Who's to blame? Who's to blame?
I didn't look at the statistics, but my thing is men also have high body count. So why is it that women can't connect with high body counts, but men can? I want to know what that is too. Like,
Yeah.
what's
Yeah.
the why is
Well,
that a leaning towards?
a woman's supposed to be, conservative and stuff, and the man is not.
But
Okay.
what about is just that maybe that woman knows her body, she knows what she wants, and the man is lacking sexually. What is that? What I mean, because for a lot of the things that women put up with back then, they're not putting up with now. So a lot of things
No, there.
wasn't talked about. So I feel like that is the man trying to rationalize what's being brought forth to them now, and the lack of emotional intelligence with them has them to rationalize that. Oh well, you've been fucking a lot, so you can't connect with me, maybe because maybe it's not the motion in the ocean, maybe it's the size of the boat.
Okay. Right.
Maybe I'm just
Maybe.
saying this
It's
is a
just,
maybe,
it's all type of odds against you, but maybe.
right? Just
Maybe.
maybe.
Yeah,
But
just maybe.
from a scientific perspective, they're saying that I guess because of the expectations, women with high body counts are more likely to divorce, cheat, and things of that nature. So is it the same with men, or is it just because I haven't
Okay.
seen?
Well, no, because yeah, to a certain extent, but I think men are put on this earth to just not be with the same woman anyway. It's kind of obvious. They don't. I very seldomly see, a man that, even once they get married, after like that, I feel like after that, like 10-year mark when they're married, like they step out and stuff. I don't know. It just don't even
It
work out long for them. They get.
depends on the man though, because all men are not like that. Some men, like Doctor what's his name? Doc, not this is Doctor Dre. What, what's Ice Cube?
Okay.
Remember Ice Cube was saying it's something that you have to want. There's a certain
Right.
mindset that comes with that. You know what I'm saying? And so
Mm-hmm.
that's why I said, why is it not? Because if we've only been with each other, more than likely ain't gonna be no stepping out because all we know is each other. So that's why
Right.
I'm saying it's not just women with high body counts, it's men as well. Because they have
Of course.
experienced other things
Of
too.
course.
That's all I'm saying. Because everybody, like you said, is the men versus women, but it's the reality of things and what, like they said, this is a man's world. So most of the stuff that's being put out here is from a masculine perspective. We're not looking at the overall or the in general.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like I said, a lot of things that women put up with then, they're not putting up with now. There's a lot of things that we're speaking upon. Men are just totally worse than bitches these days, period, point blank.
I was just right. I was just getting ready to say that too when you was talking about the women. When whatever you just said, I was just getting ready to say it's the same thing for men too, though, because men are not doing what they, putting up and doing things that they position.
Right, but
Men
that's
are not
why
really doing that either.
But that's why, biblically speaking, if we're talking about marriage, you should wait till marriage to have sex because you have expectations once you do that.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just the
Mm-hmm.
women, though. That's what I'm saying. They was trying to say that women is like, no, it's for men and women. That's why, like a woman, well, like she said, she saved herself. This man had fucked everything and everybody. She saved herself for him, and he still will go out and cheat because you ain't the freak. You know what I'm saying? I've been looking at porn. I'm used to. I want somebody who doing this, that, and the third. You lame. You
You
ain't
get
doing what
right.
I want you to do.
You could be doing. You could date. Sometimes your woman could be doing all that, and the people still gonna step out.
But that's why
You know.
I'm saying the
Well,
high
it
body
could be.
count. This is what I'm
That's
saying.
what
That's what I'm
we
saying
like
based
topic.
upon the high body count. That matters in both perspectives, not just a woman. That's all I'm saying.
Yes, it's ridiculous. Just
And then
ridiculous.
it's also a narrative that's being painted too, because what they call stereotypes.
Mm-hmm.
So certain things like certain people may feel like a certain race does a certain thing, or what I'm saying, a certain sex does a certain thing, but that's because of the stereotypes that are put based upon these things. You can a lot of stereotypes that's put out there I don't agree with. Like how I said about they feel about Aquariuses.
Yeah, yeah. And I actually had a friend of mine that he actually was mentioning that they were saying the men were saying the other race is better, and he didn't appreciate that. He posted on that. He actually told me he was gonna check me out. I mean, go live with us this evening. But he said I don't appreciate that y'all doing that about our queens and stuff. He was
Listen, but
getting
they also
mad.
listen. Oh, and that's fine. But just like they say that those other races are exotic, them other races say we exotic.
Yeah.
So it's just something that's different from what you're used to. That's all.
I don't know
I'm
what it
just
is,
saying
but
it's a
it's
difference
just,
of perspective because black men may say other races of women are exotic, but those other races of men say black women are exotic. They look at the baby, they worship the ground we walk on. That's why that lady was saying, statistically speaking, 90% of black men will never be married. She said in order for a black woman to get married, 30% you have to date outside of your race in order to get a husband as a black woman.
oh wow.
On the real. What's the one that be doing all the therapy with Nick Cannon and the football, you know, the lady, the light skinned lady that been going in on all the men, the
Oh,
therapist.
oh, Doctor, whatever her
Yeah,
name
you know what
is. Yeah.
I'm talking about. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
I just watched that today, and she said 90% of black men will never be married because they don't want to, and 30% of black women, in order for them to be married, they have to go outside of their race.
Yep. As you said, they mad. They don't like strong black women. They like weak bitches. Why? I don't know.
Yeah, but listen, but then they tell you to love yourself more, but then when you love yourself more, then you do you too much.
Right. Right.
Make that
You too
make
much, you
sense?
too independent and see you, and then the government see, and they in the way, and they try to
You
they take the black man out the home, and
listen,
it's a
but
blind.
if it
It's
was
a
left up to
blind.
you, we'd be laying on somebody's floor, and you be eating on them food stamps with me because you don't want to do nothing. So if that was the case, would it be okay? If we were struggling together, GD. That's right, girl, GD.
Hey, what's up?
GD.
What's up, girl? Poor four man. Welcome to Real
That's
Life
right.
Topics, where
That's
it's
right.
men versus women. The blame game. Who is to blame? Who is to blame? Who is
I
to
don't
blame,
blame.
girl?
I am not. I'm a realist, and I feel like just like there are, like I said, bad people in every race, there are good men and good women. Period.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just the mentality. Like I said with myself, I have a tendency of dating below my standard of what I need to be with. That's why I have men that are jealous of me. It's me putting up with the standard of what I should be. You know what I'm saying? Dating
Girl
men.
said women are to blame. Girl said women are to
That
blame.
comes
That's what Daryl
from
said.
that comes from a traumatized man who probably hasn't been in any therapy. Because if at the end of the day, in whatever relationship you was in, if you were part of the problem, you can't just say it's women.
Right. You were supposed to say both, Daryl. You were supposed to say both, sir. But
And I'm just saying,
definitely.
being honest. Right.
Hey, Miss
Facts.
Penny. Welcome to Real Life Topics. Who is to blame, Miss Penny? Men or women? Men's gonna be like, I don't
Uh,
care how 100 or freaky they bitch is, they gonna step out, and I'm just saying this to be honest. Look at Chaz.
you ain't got nothing to say now, Chaz. You over there might keep quiet.
Both are to blame, Miss Penny.
Yes,
You right.
yes,
Both
yes.
are to
That's what
blame.
I said.
Both
That's what
are.
I said. You cannot blame one other is good men and good women. It just depends on what your standard is. I mean, it's so many dynamics to that. You can't just in generalize say it's a man or a woman. But I mean, for those women who have gone through things with these people, I mean, and let's just be honest. I'm gonna say this though. It's men and women at this point, but men started it. How about that? How about that?
Nah,
How about
sometimes the
that?
woman was started too now. We
I
ain't
said
go
in
for that.
general,
Sometimes there's some
men,
difficult women
and
out
I
here. It's
said
some
in general, I said men started it. We're a part of the shit now, but back in the day, we was putting up with all kinds of shit. Niggas was that was what you was trained to do back in the day. Put up with your nigga cheating on you, beating on you. You had to put up with all kinds of stuff. Now women have taught their daughters not to do that. That's true. You can
that's true. You
be.
see a hole in the bedroom and a man will step out.
I mean, that's what they said. Cooking with Kaya is the key now. Like women ain't been cooking with I ain't got no
Looking for
problem with
Kaya
the little
into
girl.
stuff. Shout out to Kaya. 1 million views, girl. Trying to get up there with you. Be cooking them good old meals. But yes.
They, but
Um,
they said like that ain't what's been going on.
oh no,
Yes,
the woman ain't been cooking.
ain't been cooking and ain't been sexy for her man and baby,
And to a
I've been cooking.
certain extent,
Girl,
and to a certain
I've been
extent, it
cooking since
is
I
a
was
bit.
12 years old. I bet,
Yeah,
baby, you know
but
I
it's
cook.
still, but overall, statistically, it most likely has been a drought on that, though. I mean, you have, but it has been a drought. Look at these women nowadays. Let's keep it real. They not, some of them not doing what they supposed to be doing. It's called communication and keeping it real, and niggas can't keep shit real. No, they can't. Nah,
They will do something to you.
they
They can dish it, but they cannot take it. How about that? Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. A man will cheat on you, and if you do it one time, you a hoe and you ain't shit in life never. How
man,
about
yeah.
that?
Women out here be cheating and stuff too and doing
I
fugazi and stuff.
said men cannot take what they dish out. That is a fact.
No, they cannot. No, they cannot,
That's
because they'll be doing
okay.
all that, and then as soon as you turn around and do all that, you a hoe. But what it was you? What was you when you was doing it? You exempt from the definition of being a hoe,
Yes.
or you exempt from the definition of being whatever might be. You might be a part of that problem in a relationship. So just crazy. I don't care who to blame. They can never stand 10 toes in a woman's shoes. No, they
Never.
cannot.
Cannot.
And they really can't even
Cannot.
operate like us. They don't even know how to, but and then that's another thing too that is alarming as well, because we kind of are starting to
Yes.
be programmed where we don't even like each other anymore, and we got an
They
issue or
kids.
complaint about one another.
Black
That's the
women are
issue
not
too.
feminine. They want you to pay the bills, but put you last. Y'all crazy. I ain't never put my nigga last. They ain't never been me. So I don't know what black woman you talking about.
I don't think we should just even. Well, we gonna gratitude your opinion, but the person who don't say it's no good to date women with children, I don't know if I'm gonna have to take your comments of credibility. Your credibility is a little show. You probably like you was a 3.0, but now you like a 1.5 for that one. But that's another story too. But yes, men and women are crazy, Chaz. And so once again, the prime example of how we kind of going back and forth and got complaints about one another, and we starting to get programmed to a point where we're just complaining and not loving and
Yeah, but no,
supporting
that's what I said.
and
That's why I
having
said
good
it depends on the person
communication
because
with one another.
I feel like both parties are the problem, but the thing is the accountability in both parties. If
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
can say where I am wrong at versus saying where you're wrong at, we'll be better off.
Yeah.
Because I did this, I did that. You know what I'm saying? I can say I wasn't doing this. I can say I wasn't doing that. But the killer part about it is you put the man first or those kids. I mean, well, if it's an empire that we're building, no, ain't no big ass little use. Everybody get the same. You know what I'm saying? It's nobody's more important than the other one.
That is true. Right, because my man be good if he mess with me, but he's going to do his part.
Right.
Yep. Yeah. So it's just I just feel
It
like
depends.
it's
It just depends. It's a matter of opinion in certain areas. It depends on the person. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, me, I choose wrong. That's my problem. I'm when it comes to my relationship, I am that. I just choose the wrong people. That's my flaw. I'm taking accountability in that area.
right. I think what my issue is, which I'm not really big on this. I have been in a relationship for 20 years, but I do date here and there, or just, try to go out on a date. But I think what was I saying, what the issue is with my issue is not reciprocation. Like I could be, trying to, pushing things, and that person is not reciprocate. So it's not a reciprocation when it comes for me with dating. I could be pushing out or showing some interest, and that person doesn't have the same interest.
Choosing the wrong person.
Yeah, so that's how you be,
But they say with us we do that.
oh, well, where is it? Right.
Yeah, we do not
Yeah.
like we are good in a lot of areas,
But
but that ain't
but
one of
choosing
them.
the principles ain't one of them, huh? Choosing the reciprocated person is not one of them. I was raised that I could come first, and a real man gonna respect that. Yes,
He
that is
gonna put you
true.
first. But it's the thing. I put you first. You put me first. Ain't no big ass little use. It should be reciprocation.
Yeah, yeah. It should be straight reciprocation. Crazy, ain't it, y'all? Just crazy. We just up at war, up at odds against
But
each other. The
I don't
men
think
and
that's
the
the
women.
truth. I don't think that's the truth. I think that's just the narrative that's being painted.
Well, that is well, but we actually are not liking each other. It's something about both ends are just not feeling each other to a certain extent. I
Because
know we
don't
got some
nobody
good
want to
couples
put in the
out there.
work. Don't nobody want to put there it is. That's what I'm saying. It ain't just like everybody is people don't want to put in the work. You choosing wrong. You're not supposed to be dating because you're probably not healed all the way. You probably got to get to a certain level so that way you can
Yeah,
have somebody that you
yeah,
want. It's a lot of things that come with that. And
yeah.
I mean, and like if that's the case, women ain't playing their part or men ain't playing their part. If
No, they
everybody,
not.
like I
That's what
said,
I'm saying. Both ends are just not playing their part. That's why it pays to be what to wait on
and
God. Yes, it
that's
does.
what I said. Because a
Yeah.
lot of listen, and my thing is people talking about getting married and shit, but how can you get married and you talking about you don't believe in God or you don't know God? Then what's the point of you getting married? What's the point of you even being in a relationship? Because you're really doing it for
And
your
that's the
own
issue
benefit
with
and
the
your own
relationship.
personal
Not
need.
God is not in the situation. Yeah,
Period.
that's
That's
the
the biggest
problem.
part.
God is not in the situation with that. So that's not gonna work out, period, anyway, if you ain't got God in your life.
Because
So that's just
people are dating for sport. There is no purpose behind what they're doing. People just want coochie and money. You know what I'm saying? Like women want the benefits of and men want the benefits of, but what is the purpose behind that?
yep. I want to put no work in. Do you hear me?
You
None.
say, and women need to stop being so thirsty. All that. What's gonna be
Yeah,
for you?
yeah,
What's gonna be for you? People
yep. Sure do
out here
need to
dating.
stop
That's why I
being
say
so
dating.
thirsty.
Dating does not involve the noonie. When we dating, shouldn't nobody be talking about sex.
That was the whole point anyway. That was the whole point of the setup for you not to even be doing it like that. The whole process is backwards as well. That's why things don't work out and everybody blaming each other or just got an issue with one another. So that's a
I'm trying to
mess.
talk. I don't know. I want my battery to go off.
Okay, but yes, so true. Period. So yes, it's ridiculous. And who's to blame, guys?
We
Who
all
is to blame?
are. We all are.
They gotta be thirsty when they got all them kids. Ah, girl, she didn't went on ahead and clicked herself off. He said they gotta be thirsty when they got all them kids. Chaz, what's wrong with somebody having a lot of kids? Now I've been with my boy's dad 20 years. We could have 10 kids if we wanted to. Like, what are you talking about? Now you telling somebody they should have a limit on how many kids they should have? Or they're thirsty because they have a lot of children? Now you sound crazy. I want a lot of children. I even want a girl, but I ended up having 5 boys. Kept going looking for that girl. So what are you talking about? You sound crazy. What about the men's with a lot of kids? The men's with a lot of kids, with 1 kid, 2 kid, you not thirsty because you might have one and the other one got a lot. Are you crazy? You sound crazy. This fool sound like an idiot. Now you sound crazy as heck. Please explain yourself, Chaz, because that was the most dumbest comment I've ever seen, sir.
Every
He
time
said
he
women are
open his
thirsty.
mouth, every time he opened his mouth, it'd be something dumb.
Right. This fool said women gotta be thirsty if they have a lot of kids. Offense to pass out. Chaz, remember you talking about your mom and your grandma and them too now. Your
That's the
auntie and
problem. He got
everybody
mommy. He
else.
got issues. That's another reason why men and women are people like him who haven't healed their traumas. You got mama in women issues. You don't really
Yeah,
even
you
like
definitely
women.
got women
You don't
issues
even really
because
like.
when you're speaking on a woman, you should always speak as if you're speaking of your mom. And see if you're not mature enough to even do that or have respect for that, then you actually definitely have an issue with your mom. You really do. You really do, especially when you say negative comments like that. You
Most
definitely
women
have it.
with kids are not thirsty because they understand they can't be because they do have kids. They're very selective. Understand that. What are you talking about?
Miss Pitty said he damaged.
Yes, he is very much
Danger
so.
said this nigga is
Very much
ignorant.
so. Very much so.
Yeah. He said a woman got to be thirsty if they got a lot of kids. Oh Lord, come on, Chaz. Come on, Chaz.
We gonna see who you wind up with after you get that degree. Mister, I like Chinese women. Chung Lee,
I talking
your
about he
ass out
gonna
of here.
take an Asian. He said he gonna take an Asian.
Cause that's the only one gonna take you. Mm.
Okay, okay. Or Mexican or somebody that don't speak English. There's no reason for me to share my assets with another man's family. Here he go. Here he go. Again, that man. That man.
That goes to show
Who,
that your
prime
mind ain't where it needs
example
to be.
of who's to blame. Prime example of who's to
That's
blame.
because
That
listen,
nigga, that nigga.
the reality is we say we both. He still his only subject matter is when we kids. That's it. Like there's nothing else that you have to say. Like there's
He
only women with
said be
kids. He don't speak
thirsty.
upon the women. He don't speak upon the men. He only speak upon the women. Chauvinist. He do not say with people with a lot of kids. He say women.
Right. Because it's
Okay.
a million men out here that has more kids, some more than women. So that's how, but that just shows you that he has a mommy issue, something going on in that area with women, period. Because
Yeah. Yeah.
some men really don't even realize that they don't even like women. And I'm not saying per se that they're gay and they don't like pussy, but some men don't even realize that they don't even like women like that. You
He
know,
said
you'll take
women
some
without
pussy and
kids not
stuff.
having these problems. Boy, you sound crazy.
He
You
said a
sound
woman without kids not having these problems. Having
problem.
what problems? Everybody has problems, Chaz.
We're
Make it
talking
make
about
sense
we're
what
talking
you
about the
saying.
dynamic of men and women today. Shake it in my head. There's no reason for me to share my assets. Don't share that dick either. A lie? He is a lie, Miss Penny. He is lying. A lie. That is true.
Right. You and like you said, don't share that penis because their penis probably ain't on nothing either. Let's just keep that part real. While you talking, you gonna end up with a woman with kids anyway, most likely. Because the woman without kids gonna want some.
And yeah, and the
Good
woman without
size one.
and the woman without
Because
kids have
he
a
do got
preference. The woman without kids have a preference, and you may not be it. How about that? We don't see them flocking to your Facebook page, my boy.
I'll fix the pass out. I guess that's gonna have to be another topic. It's a lot of men talking crazy like they really got a big sack of balls. And we just gonna keep it at that. We just gonna keep it
Listen,
at
I mess around and be married next year. We'll show Chaz
that.
what them kids
Hey
do.
Alfred, what's up, Chocolate Drive? What's up, Malachi? Welcome to Real Life Topics, y'all. Hey Edith, good evening, miss you, girl. I gotta call you, update you on that
Alfred, you
place.
need to look. You need to look at. He can't even see the comments. Chaz J said women with kids got to be thirsty. How you feel about that, Alfred? The other man on here.
Alfred, Malachi on there. Women that got a lot of kids, thirsty, Malachi, and Alfred. Ridiculous. I can't. I can't.
A lot of men don't even like to mess with women without children because they say they ain't got no umph about themselves. They don't know how to be responsible. I know men who say they will not even marry a woman if she ain't got one. I mean, or talk to her if she ain't got
I
one.
feel like some of them just don't have as much empathy and stuff like certain
They're not
things when they don't
responsible. A
have
lot of women
children,
are
but they can
responsible,
love
don't
just as
cook.
good and just as much. I ain't gonna put them off on that, but
That's
for this
how some men
food,
feel. Some men feel like, she can't cook. She's not responsible with money. You know what I'm
Chaz
saying? She
has
haven't been through
little
nothing.
energy. Yeah, he most likely do. Yeah, it depends. Malachi says it depends, but yes, he got an issue. Period. It's both ends. It's with the mommy and I'm sure. I'm sure, but I'm trying not to be that explicit. This probably is going to be airing on a gospel radio station, so
Girl,
I want
tell,
to go do.
tell the truth and shame the devil. Chaz.
Okay.
No, I'm playing.
That is what I think. Chaz exited out after that comment anyway. I'm sure he did. He ain't got nothing to say off that. All he can do is attack women and have something negative to say about a
Because
woman. And
they
see,
say
that's a
that
problem as
men
well.
men with that issue use other things to compensate with like their money and their cars. You ever heard a man with a big truck may have a small a man, like certain people have to overly compensate one thing for another because they don't have balance in certain areas. Well, you got quiet. You say you here, but you didn't say nothing. You got quiet. What happened to you?
This is hilarious.
Are you overly
But yeah,
compensating for something that you are lacking in?
of course he is. That's
And
why he
what is
said
it?
he walking around talking
What
about the
does it
woman with
depend? What
kids.
does it depend on, Malachi? Please expound upon what you're saying.
Yes. Man, who is to blame? Because right now, Chaz, you to blame. Y'all making it bad for the man. Y'all
Alfred
making it
got his
bad.
ass. Look, Alfred got the. Oh, he lacking. Miss Penny.
Yes, he's lacking. I have my own opinions. But since I have an opinion, I must have a small
No, no,
right.
no.
No.
It's the
No,
attitude. It's the attitude.
does.
It's the attitude behind the opinion.
Right.
Real men do real things, and they don't make comments of that nature. Your opinion can be your opinion, but it's kind of not a strong opinion.
Exactly.
It's not really
A
valid.
real life opinion. It's not real. It's not because that's not you dealing with
That's
real
your
life.
personal opinion.
Yeah. It's not dealing with real life at all though. Not period point blank. Like we are talking about the attitude. Oh, okay, yes. The attitude and just the negative energy towards women. Nothing really even good to say. Period.
Because you didn't say you
Or
didn't say
even taking
people.
accountability for himself because I'm sure Chaz is single right now and his main issue is dating women with children. He can't date women with children, but it's a lot of women out here that don't have children. So I mean, why are you single? Why is you kind of by yourself or dating or whatever like that? Are you even taking accountability for yourself? That's why it's
What
this
makes you
topic.
think that single women can't find husbands? What makes you think that?
Man, a lot of my friends married. Oh, the woman, she can have kids if coming with her
In her life,
life. I expect food, cooking,
and the house
house
cleaning,
to clean.
understand I'm going to do my purpose. Shit, Malachi. That's it.
Right, and I'm sure Malachi, because Malachi is married. This is a married man that's talking right now, and I'm sure he married that woman, and she had children by someone else,
But
just like Malachi had children
he's
by
saying it's
someone else.
okay. He's saying it's okay. He's just expecting for certain things to be done. And ain't nothing wrong with that because it's
Yeah.
all about reciprocation. As if the woman is good, then why downgrade her because she got kids? Like that's a small mindset to have. He
Mm-hmm.
is. That's a fact. And not just women bashing, but women with kids.
Yeah,
Because he don't say nothing
the
about the men. He
woman
don't
with
say people
kids
with kids.
is
He
a
said
big
she
old
got,
pet peeve.
Malachi said she has 5 kids.
Okay. And they're married, happily married, been together for years. Been together for years. And you have children as well. And even if you didn't, you married a woman that had children.
But then it's a
Like
stipulation.
what?
But hold on, but it's a stipulation with him because I got one, so she can have one. Like small man, what did you? You don't even make
Oh,
sense.
I thought he said you can't have none at all.
No, he got one, so you can have one because he got one.
I thought he said you can't have none at all. That's
No,
what I thought.
he said as long as you got one, he's okay with you having one because he got one. He did say that the last
Oh,
podcast.
wow. Well, that I look. See, I'm gonna give you a slight pass. I thought you just said
Yeah,
period, but I mean
Malachi
it's
said he got
okay if you
4.
don't because
Malachi said he got 4.
huh?
Malachi says he has 4.
Right, you have 4, and you married a woman, and y'all brought y'all family together. Y'all
And he ain't for that
brought
blended
y'all
family
family
mess either.
together.
But he said people with children should date other people with children. You shouldn't try to date nobody that don't have none.
Well, it's obvious Chaz ain't really and should
I
no kid
understand no
life
one to
like
be
that.
bothered with women with a bunch of kids, but you don't have to talk bad about that because some men don't
Right,
mind. They don't
or
mind.
think lower of them, or feel like that's low of you to not for other people to do it. Exactly. It's like, what? What are you talking about?
You may raise someone else's child because you love the woman. She may be everything that you want.
He don't even
So you would.
like women like that. He don't like women like that to even have that enough gratitude to even do something like that.
But
That's
that's
I'm
because.
sorry.
But
Because
that's
real
because he
men
had a
like
bad.
Malachi and all that, the kids loving a woman is what's why they coming together.
Yeah.
And they accept that, so you don't love women that much to even accept, and once again, I'm not saying you're gay or anything. I'm just saying a lot of men don't have respect for women and don't think highly of women. And
Mm-hmm.
this look like this is a prime example, real life, live right now. This
Mm-hmm.
is real life and live of someone that just don't have highly respect for women, especially women that have a lot of children. So that's not here go. This is real life, guys.
But
This is real
different
life. Here
strokes,
we go.
different strokes for different folks. A woman
Yeah.
can't make me love her child, and that's fine. But that because you don't
And
have the capacity to do
it's
that,
welcome to real life topics. Some men just need to
and
mature. That's right,
and
Malachi.
that's fine because you don't have the capacity to do that, and that's okay. But you're saying in general, this is how men feel. That's what you put out there, like women can't and men can't. But that's not true. That's how you are. That's your opinion. That's your personal person who wants to be like that. That is not how all men feel. But the majority of the men disagree with you. This is the fact.
And it's not reality. I think, in my opinion, it's not reality what he's speaking. I don't think it's reality what he's speaking at all. Where you need to be by yourself. Oh, that yeah, Miss Penny, he do. He needs to be back. He is by himself, most likely right now as we speak. Now he probably go out on dates and spend money because you're spending money regardless instead of
Assets,
investing and having you a
spending your assets.
longevity somebody to be with.
Who not
But
gonna just use
make it make
you?
sense.
But,
But he's most likely
but
by
the
himself because
subject matter
that's
is,
by yourself talk anyway.
let's get back to the subject matter. Who is to blame
But
and why are men and women against each other right now today? Because of men like him.
okay,
Because of
why are we at
opinions
odds
like that.
today?
Because of
Why are we at odds
people like
today?
that.
Why are most of us at odds today? No woman is going to take him serious with that kind of approach. No, they're not. Not at all.
Stay money hungry and thirsty, and then something's gonna go wrong in that way. Because you can't find somebody on your same level that feel that same way. But it's gonna be a lot of selfish pulling, you know what I mean? Because that's the kind of energy that you're giving.
Yeah. Yeah.
Probably gonna find a user. Probably gonna find a user. A woman that's gonna use him for that because he feels so strongly about not, you know.
Right. Maybe he feel that so strongly about that's he feeling used in that form of fashion, but children are a gift from God, and for you to even treat that part is something wrong with you, but it's okay. Nevertheless, back to the subject of the matter. Who's to blame? Who's to blame? We just got one example about who's to blame, or hard up, not no real woman. Exactly. He ain't
Right.
gonna have no real woman. He's just not. He's just not gonna have no real woman. And who's to blame? Guys, who's to blame? Men versus women. Who is to
But
blame? In my
listen,
opinion,
this is the prime example of being traumatized and not going to therapy about certain things because this is one of the dynamics of why we blame each other.
yeah, yeah,
Not being healed from past traumas that you went through, like I said, whether you it's a daddy issue or a mommy issue.
yeah, yeah. True story.
It was a
True
lady
story.
that I saw that she said black women don't even have the capacity to love black men. Like they can't do it. That's why as soon
Mm.
as something, and that's why as soon as something goes wrong, they don't know how to stand by their man. I beg to differ, because a lot of us have stood by stupidly. You understand what I'm saying? So
Feel
I don't
bad,
agree.
man. As long as we treat each other with respect and love with one on you, nobody is to blame. It takes both.
That's
Yeah,
right. It does.
yep. That's true, Malachi. It takes both. It definitely takes both. It
Well, what about? Well,
definitely takes both.
let's talk about scenarios when you shouldn't date. What do y'all feel like is a scenario where a person should not be in the dating world, man or woman?
Some people just date just to get them some. So But no therapy works for everyone on any
But
issue.
do therapy work for everyone on
Oh, but
any
do
issue?
I thought it said no. My bad. I can't see. Yeah. But do therapy work? Yeah, for everyone. And that's therapy in all type of form of fashions. Prayer, whatever your way of you
Mindfulness.
showing yourself.
Yeah, because a lot of people have mental issues that they don't talk about. And then when you get in a relationship, you don't find out about. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say you got to take your time. A lot of things is about these instant relationships. People do not take the time to get to know each other. You know what I'm saying? They start lusting with each other, and if it look good and feel good, we get together, and you don't even know this person. Then you have a
No.
baby quick. You know what I'm saying? Like these are the things that happen in relationships. That's why I said in dating. Dating had it don't there's no standard to date nowadays. You know what I'm saying? People just do it and it's like without a purpose.
Hmm. Yeah. Just dating without a purpose, doing the most without a purpose. It's just ridiculous. It's
You
just
don't have an
ridiculous.
understanding with each other. What are we doing? Exactly. If you don't have an understanding with yourself, what are you doing?
Yeah. Because you definitely have
Because
to have an understanding with yourself.
because people look for other people to bring them happiness. If you are not happy within yourself, you should not be out here dating. You have to understand what you want first. You can't be nothing for nobody else if you don't know what you want to be for yourself first.
Yeah. Yeah. Period, point blank. I'm just trying to figure out how's we gonna come together and just stop being at odds, pointing the finger.
I
Because
mean, because
Like
we
Malachi
don't have a
said,
go
huh?
ahead, go ahead. Go ahead. I was
No,
gonna
like
say
I
we
said,
don't.
like Malachi said, it takes both, and we have to both be because we can't be without each other. We're not even here on earth to operate without each other.
But like he also said, it takes maturity, and we have a lot of grown boys and girls.
Yeah.
People don't know how to communicate. That goes right back to what we was
No,
talking about. We don't
communication
know
is
how to
totally off.
communicate. We don't know how to compromise. It's very childish. It's very temperamental. We have a different generation, and that it's hump day for the new. Yeah, yes, baby, and they don't care what it
Yeah.
is. They humping on men, women, each other,
Oh
dog, cat,
man.
rat. They don't care.
Oh
They don't even have
FG.
a
Okay.
preference. They don't have a preference. They do not. And I think, like I said, that goes back to the music. Why are we the only group of people that have music that is to our own demise? It degrades women and it makes men feel like they should degrade women or kill each other. Like we're the only people, black people, the only people that got music like that. Every other genre and race do not have music to
Hey, what's
degrade
up,
each
Mr.
other.
Willie Smith? Yeah. Yeah. So it's starting to be good. But like you say, this generation Alfred it's just really messed up. It just ain't being like it used to be in the old school days. It just isn't.
Yeah, but we lead by example, so apparently these kids are not seeing what they need to see either.
No, because we're not leading by example. We're not.
You
We're
can't
not.
just
We're
blame the
definitely a part of the
generation. It
problem.
has to be right.
We're
And we
we're
can't say,
definitely a part
oh,
of the problem, and that's men and women,
yes.
parents, everything. We're definitely a part of the problem. That's why I say, who's to blame? And it definitely is both. It definitely
I'm
is
just
both.
saying.
It's the hump
That's the
cat
truth.
dog for me.
And let me tell
Okay.
you, it is what it
Okay.
is. Not for real. Not for real. They don't give a damn. If they tell baby the stuff that they be doing to each other is outright outrageous too. Like I don't even want to talk about it. It's unreal. You could never. I could never. I would won't never want to. Baby, it's not. I don't know. It's a bit
Yeah.
much.
What could we do to just stop blaming, though?
We
I
need
mean,
to
I know what you.
create more positive spaces. Like you know how people like church shouldn't be the only way that we get together and be positive. We need to create groups where we talk about these things. We need to have a meeting of the minds. You know what I'm saying? And when we talk about these problems and try to actually implement them, because we talk about a lot, but we don't do nothing.
Nope. Don't do
Actions
nothing
speak louder
at
than
all.
words.
And all we doing is
Boycott some of
pointing
this
the
finger.
finger, pointing the finger. That's what majority of us doing, and most of us don't even have communication. Like prime example, we had a guest on here, Chaz. No communication, no taking accountability. It's just all the other person selfishness. Because I think that's Chaz is selfish as well.
Yeah, but
And
why every time he get up here, he only talk about the problem, but he never speak upon no solution.
right, like well, hey, women need to do this or women need to respect this opinion. No, he
But
does not. It's just
you
always one
cannot
mind.
speak. You need to speak from the perspective of the man because he can't say what a woman needs to do because he's not a woman.
Right.
Okay.
Yep. So it's just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. And we need a solution on who's to blame. And the who's to blame is definitely both. We just need to take accountability on everything. And that's on both ends because I think men and women are
And
just being complicated.
I'm 9 minutes down, friend.
Okay. I think men and women are both should take accountability for the downfall of why we all not succeeding to marriage or living happily ever after. So I just think we should just all take accountability for that and just realize that it is both ends on why we're not working out or coming up with a solution or
And
coming together and loving each
every
other
day is not paradise.
correctly.
It's always gonna be yeah. But if people don't know how to conflict resolve, like you get into it with a person, it's like the end of the world. Like I hate you. You know, I can. We're not gonna always agree, and that should be okay.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody not gonna always agree with it should be. And like I said, wise people seek wise counsel, and the companions of fools are cause harm. So all the wise people need to get together, and like I said, talk about these things and come up with resolutions for it.
Yeah.
Like we need to have a more like you had the Boys and Girls Club. They had a big brother, big sister. Like we just need to get together more and talk about these things. I
Yeah, we do.
I just
We believe at
believe
a
that
certain
certain
age, at least 40, you should be dating to get married, not just
period
dating for
for unless
fun.
yes
That
unless yes
is
that's
true.
a
That
fact.
is true. Because at a certain age, we ain't even gonna be here forever. We
Even
really wouldn't even
40
be
and
forever in
not
our
eat.
20s.
Yeah, but not even 40. You need to be you should be teaching your kid the purpose of dating is to get married so that way they wouldn't so be loose with their body parts because they will understand the severity of that.
Right.
Young,
Right.
teach them early what you learn late
Yep.
because that's the
Yep.
purpose of dating. The purpose of you being with another man and another one is to procreate and continue a life. You know what I'm saying? To move forward. Dating is that is the whole purpose of dating. Anything like they say, if you casual dating, do you know like if we get into the etymology, casualty, you're becoming a casualty in the dating scene. So anything could go wrong. Anything could not go right if you're casually dating. What do you
Yeah.
expect from casual dating? No. Date with a purpose. Understand that dating comes with you know what I'm saying? Because if you're humping, babies could be involved. It's a lot that come with that.
Yeah.
That's why
You
women.
can do it
That's
by
why
yourself, but
listen.
it's always better to do it with two. Yes, it is.
That's why women and men feel like you're owed something when you do these things because you are when you with somebody you love.
Yeah.
When you in, you should be owed something from that person. We love each other. We want to do these things for each other, but it's like the lines are blurred. So yeah, I feel
Yeah.
like I should get something. No, you should be your husband. You get something from your husband. Your husband should want to take care of you, not just no random ass man.
True story. True
Your wife should want to
story.
give you coochie, not just no random ass woman.
And why would you want to do that anyway? You sleeping with everybody and put because that's spirits as well. You know,
Mm-hmm.
that's why your main focus should be when you're dating is something bigger than just dating because
Yeah.
you can't mixing them juices together and mixing that spirit together is not a good thing. Giving your body, and that's on both ends. The woman giving her body to the man, and even the man. You shouldn't even want to give your body to anybody just off GP. You
Especially what's
know,
going on around now. It's all kinds of diseases and maybe who have. Come on
man,
now.
those
No.
spirits connect. You've been and laid down with somebody crazy, and you will end up crazy. You know that's why
Anyways,
it be all these turmoil relationships now, because that stuff be crazy. For real, you be
don't know
mixing them
who you
juices and
sleeping
stuff.
with. Don't know who you sleeping with. And it's scientific facts that when you kiss somebody, the pheromones let off, and now you're wanting this person. It's science. It's like it's a science behind you having sex with somebody. That's why it's called a soul tie. Because once you have, you might not even like a person, but because y'all done already mixed juices, you with somebody toxic, and you can't even let them go.
Okay,
Let me tell you, it ain't.
ridiculous.
It's not a his thing or a her thing. It's a we thing. And like I said, the man thing is a narrative, and it's only toxic people that put that shit out there like that because I feel like it's a lot of women and men that would like to be able to work together. It's a lot of issues that they just don't know how to resolve. And once we figure out how to resolve those issues, we'll be able to move forward. Like we say, we're better together. We have been taught as a people to be against each other.
Yes, we have, and we're at odds like no other in 2024, and we need to come up with a solution with that, guys. And we ain't gonna stay long this evening tonight. Matter of fact, I might even go live a little bit later. But nevertheless, we just need to do better. We just need to do better. We need to come together better, and we need to stop doing the blame game, because no one's to blame here. We both need to get each other together. We both need to get each other together, period, point blank. And to all the naysayers and the negative energy when it comes to not realizing that you really need a woman, and a man needs a woman, and a woman needs a man. And if we don't come together, things just say, you could do it by yourself, but it's always better with two, like Malachi said. So I think we all just need to realize that we need to just come together, stop pointing the finger, stop having an issue with one another, because we kind of being programmed into that. Men need to have more respect for women, and some women even need to have more respect for men. It goes both ways. If I could, I would go back and do things way differently than I did when I was younger. I would definitely be a different person today, but we all learn from mistakes. That is true. And when you get a certain age, when you get to a certain age, that mistake should be corrected anyway. 40 and up, it should be nothing about no shenanigans. It should be no selfishness. It shouldn't be no complaints. Yeah, you have a criteria and you like who you like. If you don't want the women with children, some people don't want older people, younger people. Some people older want to date younger. Ain't nothing wrong with your criteria on what you're expecting. But when you love somebody, you just supposed to accept whatever. And I think to each his own on what criteria you want for that person when you're dating them. I think that's fine. I just think that men versus women is just getting totally, men versus women is just getting totally out of hand. As far as us just not getting along, not coming together, not dating correctly, and things like that. Hey, I thought your 9 minutes was up. Thought you was gone, girl. But
No, I
nevertheless,
am. I'm about to get up out of here. I just wanted to formally not just pop up out of there like that.
right,
I am about to.
exactly.
I'm about
And
to
I'm
get on up
about
out of
to
here.
get up out of here too. So we need some just suggestions, guys. We got 24 hours to come up with another topic. We might even go live before Thursday, because we just been so busy this week, and the weather is out there getting bad now. We got a winter storm. This is Chicago. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in that is not from Chicago, because it's a lot of y'all on here that's checking it out. That's not from Chi-Town. Men versus women was a little short topic, but we're going to come up with another topic. If anybody got some, please hit me up.
I
Thank you
said
for tuning.
it should be.
All right. What was it? Let's go with that one so we can just promote that right now. What was it?
Well, I feel like we need to be a little bit more lighthearted, and we're asking, what is your preference as a man or a woman, as far as the things that you are attracted to and what you like in a person, not just in the mental, physical, spiritual, and how do I put that? How do you put that? Is it about the size of the boat? Is it the motion in the ocean? How about that? What is
Ah,
your
God,
program?
you're getting deep. You're getting deep with it now. Once again, what is that topic for next week?
Is it about the size of the boat or the motion in the ocean? For men and women, what are you attracted to? What are your do's and don'ts, as far as what do you like in a person?
Right.
Talk about that.
Let's talk
Let's
about
talk
that.
about that.
That'll be real life topics next topic, guys. Thank you for joining in from Men versus Women. Who's to blame? And we just concluded that both is to blame. We need to get that together. Have a good evening.